Hey everybody. Ooh. How are y'all doing? Thank y'all so much for being here. We are super stoked to have our second stereo session this season. Number 2 of 6 we're doing of stereo sessions. If you're new to stereo sessions, this is a free event put on by WYXR where we pull records out of Memphis musical canon and really just uplift some records that deserve recognition, and we're really passionate about it. So yeah, we're going to get started in just a second. JB is going to come up here and chat with y'all, but before we do, I just want to go through a few announcements. First of all, I want to thank all of our sponsors for making this possible. Our presenting sponsor, MEMPHO. Thank y'all. Also, Ghana Records. Thank y'all so much for sponsoring this event. Via Productions, Crosstown Brewing Company, and also, of course, the Memphis Listening Lab. Thank y'all so much for allowing us in this space. It's just a perfect location for what we're doing. And also, we are in the week of our pledge drive, WYXR's pledge drive, spring pledge drive, starting on Saturday. And if you are interested, we would love any donations to support the station. This is a nonprofit community radio station. We love putting on events like this, and so we'd love your support. We've got donation box back there, and I think that's it. So, A and B cards. When you came in, you got an A or a B card. Your card will tell you when you're going to go listen to the record in the listening room, which is back there. So if you have an A card, you will walk back to the listening room to listen to side A of the record. If you have a B card, you'll listen to side B in the listening room. For those who are not going in the listening room, you're listening to the record right here in the main room. So that's it. So thank y'all so much. And JB will come up and start the stereo session.
Thanks, Kate. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I know it's pretty close to the work day, so I want to give everyone an opportunity to get in and get comfortable. And I see some people went to the Hard Park, got some drinks, went out and saw our friends at Crosstown Brewing Company that helped us put this thing together. Stereo Sessions, we're back. Y'all feeling good? Yeah. Dope. I feel good. Y'all didn't ask, but I'll tell you. I could do a lot of preamble, but I think I would just like to have our guest up here because I'd like to hear her perspective on some of the things that I may share. So without further ado, the legend lady Jay. How you feeling?
Good. Hello, everybody.
This is nice for you. Y'all give it one more round of applause.
Thank you.
1994, this cassette hits the streets of Memphis. You ever think you'd imagine celebrating in a room like this?
I had no idea.
You've been so gracious. I reached out to you. It's been probably a year and a half at this point now that I somehow found your email out there floating on the internet. But I've been a fan of this tape for such a long time. And, this sound that I think that this tape helps to establish is so important to the world in this moment. And, I don't think that I could accurately in 10, 15 minutes speak to how prevalent, how ubiquitous, how influential that wang and that bump that comes from Memphis is, that triplet flow, and all of the conventions that make our sound unique. The Memphis sound means something to a lot of genres. It means something to blues. It means something to soul. It means something to rock and roll, but it means something really, really big with an asterisk and an exclamation point to hip hop and to rap. throughout the entire globe. You know, I think of people like Skinny Finster in Germany, who is a Memphis rapper who's from Heidelberg, Germany, or ASAP Rocky, who, you know, his wife his baby mother just performed at the Super Bowl, and he flies our DJ Spanish Fly out all the time to help kind of consult on his record. I mean, and I think of Gangsta Boo, who just passed away, and I think of Glorilla, who is on a meteoric rise, and so many other women from this city who have done incredible things in this realm. You know, how do you feel you fit into that legacy of women in rap from Memphis?
Well, actually, I'm the first hip hop rapper. Would you want to say rapper? I say artist because I don't just do rap. I just whatever comes to me, you know. So harmonizing, singing, or whatever. But actually, I started off at the age of 12, just was interested in music, just writing other people's songs and singing it. And at the time, it was no rapper, or what do you want to say, hip-hop artists in Memphis or really down south. It was like MC Light and Queen Latifah and people like that, but it was nobody, you know, that was interested in doing that. And so a lot of times people took it as, you can't be for real, because it was just a lot of guys, you know, doing it. But no, I took it for real because I just kept doing it. It was something that drove me to it. And I look at it as a form of expression, maybe not particularly to what you got going on, but to the surrounding things that you see or you hear. And it's just a way to turn it into enjoyment, you know. But actually, I think the songwriting, music itself, I got that gift from my father. May he rest in peace now. But he was a songwriter and also a poetry writer. So I really feel like that is kind of where I got the interest of just, you know, music, you know, period. I know back in the days we had the cassette tapes. So that just kind of let you know how far this goes back. And my dad, he would sing. Actually, he used to sing on Isaac Hayes before Isaac Hayes got a deal at Stack Records. But my dad, he didn't take it to that level, but they were they knew each other a bit. And so he would have his cassette tape deck set up in the living room, and while he's sleeping, I just go run in there and try to record something, you know, and then on some tapes. And, you know, you take a tape and it's somebody else's tape, but you put some tape on the top of it and you'll be able to, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So you'll be able to record on top of that tape. So I kind of started off doing that, you know, and then I know when I reached junior high school, 7th grade, I said, you know what? I'm going to perform on stage. I was kind of shy, and something said, oh, I got to break this. And I told myself that I was going to do this. So I felt so accomplished that I was able to do that. So I performed on stage, Humes Junior High School. Everybody know Humes? So they were doing beatboxing and stuff in class. They would beat on the desk and all this old kind of stuff. And I was like, you know, I'm really good at this. So it kind of motivated me, the people around me, and just my inner self, you know. So once I started performing, I started breaking the shyness, and I was getting like standing ovations and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stick to this. But my dad, this was like the beginning of the era of hip hop, far as. So a lot of people didn't really think it would survive. Actually, you know, they thought it would be a phase, but it actually has evolved so much now to, it's like one of the #1 types of music that's out now, you know. But it's so many different phases that comes to hip hop. It's like hip hop rap or hip hop gangster or hip hop R&B, hip hop gospel. It's like so many different branches of it. It's not just one type of music. That's why I don't call myself a rapper. I call myself a lyrical deliverance artist. Because funny enough, I write to music. Like some people write to songs, but you know, they write songs and they try to fit the music to go behind it. Well, I hear a beat and I hear something in that beat. So I form my songs from listening to the beat. And a lot of times I start off with the hook, which is the chorus. And then from there, I just gravitate all of it together. And it becomes a masterpiece. And sometimes I wonder, I listen, I'm like, how did I think of that? But I be in a groove. Like, it's, I know you all, everybody has gifts and stuff. And so sometimes when you're in your gift, sometimes when you finish something, you're like, I can't believe I did that. So you give yourself a pat on the back, like, wow, I'm a fan of my own self, So when it comes to the evolving, the evolution of music and hip hop, I have to say that I was the first independent lady artist, not just from Memphis, from down south, that actually pushed and kept going and, just was serious. Because there's a lot of people starting, then they fall off, you don't hear anything. But I kept, and today I have new music, like different types of music. And you'd be like, a lot of people used to tell me, like, you're before your time, like it doesn't sound like your music is from 1994. It's like it sounds like it could be 2023, you know what I mean? So, that's just how it is for me,
I mean, you could be a motivational speaker too now,
Well,
a lyrical deliverance artist and a motivational speaker.
Okay, I love motivating people, definitely.
Yeah.
I love lifting people's spirits, and that's a gift too. And I think I also inherited from my father too, because he was like a motivation speaker. He actually is a famous folklore artist. If you look him up, Joe Light. And you heard of Joe Light, that's my dad. And yes, so he has art like everywhere, like New Orleans, the White House even have a piece, museums everywhere. New Orleans, Memphis State, everywhere, has some of his art. So he wasn't just a vocal artist, he was actually a painter, self-taught, they call it folk art. Actually downtown in Judy, I think Judy has his art is in there. Southern folklore art, yes. He had the big door that's in there and a lot of other pieces. So he would talk and communicate with people. He opened up a homeless shelter. He just loved people and expressing and stuff like that. So
that might lead me to another profession you might be able to have, a fashionista. Because come on now, you got this is you matching our banner right here, looking good.
And that wasn't even on purpose.
But it also leads me to this visual right here. When you look back at that picture, tell me about this day when you were leaning on the hood of this car. I'm assuming that's Riverside Drive?
Yes, it is.
Come on now, I know Memphis now. Don't play with it.
You do, don't you?
Come on.
Yeah, actually, I took that down there, Riverside Drive. I was like, what, like right at 20. Around 20 or something.
And you were fresh that day too with these bold stripes.
I tell you what, that was the thing that was going. I don't know if you guys know that, but the bold stripes sets, and then they had some, style repeat itself. So, you thing go out, just keep it for a few years, it'll be back. But that was the trending thing there. And actually, it doesn't show on there, but there was also another trend, the gold grill. In your teeth, I had it taken out. I did have that, but it's not showing on there. I always loved jewelry, so that's nothing new. But that car is actually a 1975 Chevy Caprice. I customized that car.
Box Chevy.
No,
not quite box Chevy. Box was 80
they call it the heavy Chevy.
Heavy Chevy, big time.
It's not the box. It's kind of got a little curve to it. Oh yeah, I actually got that car and I customized it, and that was actually my third car. And it was a beige color when I got it. It had no top on it. It had just the original seats, and the grill was missing, but it had some rims and tires on it. But I said, I'm gonna customize this car. I'm gonna bring it to life, and I had it customized pearl paint. I had a chrome nose. I don't know if y'all know about the chrome nose. People's doing that. The vinyl top, I had that. I had some crushed velvet seats, burgundy seats put in it. And I had burgundy tint on the windows. I had a nice stereo sound. I'm just giving y'all the idea of what it was. I know. And it had the white wall. You know, the white wall had the 2-inch white wall and the Krager rims. People familiar with the Krager rims? They still exist, but that was already on the car, the Krager rims. So anyway, and I had my sound system. And guys was teasing me. They like, who car? You in your guy car? And I was like, no, that's my car. No, you couldn't possibly, it couldn't be your car. Like, I wasn't able to be creative and know what I want. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna fix this. So across the front, I had Lady J painted on there in white. So the questions and comments stopped.
So a marketing professional too.
Yes, I did that.
Fantastic. Well, one thing I want to go back to, because I don't want to gloss over this, Hume's Junior High.
Yes.
The home of Elvis Presley, right?
Absolutely.
Ain't that something? Legend Lady J and
Elvis Presley, they should never tarnish their school.
So tell me about the neighborhood growing up. You from North Memphis?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually grew up off of Danny Thomas on Looney Street.
Okay.
If you're familiar with Danny Thomas, Looney 6, Woodlawn, 7th Street, all of those areas is pretty much Valentine.
So that's a notorious area.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, in them days for sure.
That's my stomping ground.
Come on now. So tell me how did the energy of that neighborhood influence this project for you?
Well, in that area, it was a lot going on in the neighborhood. I'm gonna say this: it wasn't like gunshots. That what you hear today, it wasn't like that though. I mean, it was things going on. People was drinking or whatever they were doing, but it wasn't to the point to where it is now. Like you just hearing gunshots and you just go run or dodge. I really, truly, I never even really experienced that. And Hertz Village was some projects that was right behind us. And we stayed in the house on the next street. So a lot of us would go to school together. Then they had a girls' club. It had the Smith Center right across the street, neighborhood church. And so everybody would kind of just, hang together, at that time. And back then, children actually played. We jump rope. I mean, do people still make jump ropes? I don't know, but we did double dutch. We rode bikes. They would block off the street and play football. They would say they playing football like the neighborhood, and we played with jacks, and stuff like that. So we really experienced childhood is what I feel like it should be more of now. Now it's just really computers. It's like the main thing, video games. But we were active, So a lot of the different things that I would hear that was going on or whatever, people getting robbed. Now, I'm not going to say when nobody getting robbed. People were getting robbed. I actually had somebody try to rob me twice. So, coming up, I was just sitting in that car.
And they knew who it was because your name was on the front.
That car. Like over there on Bigfoot. I was just hanging out, whatever. And this guy comes up on a bike like, hey, with a gun. No, seriously though, give me all your jewelry and stuff. So I had a friend that was like, no way, bud, dude, no, that ain't happening, but then on another sad note, on Breedlove and Chelsea, it was some apartments over there, they call them Breedlove, but now I think they call something else. But I actually witnessed a young lady that we went to school with. She got shot, her head got shot because the guy was in the car with her, and the people on the next block, they was shooting. Now that was some shooting, but not in my childhood, but like I was right when I made this. He actually was shooting at the guys, and her head, ended up getting blown off in the car. So I have seen some things and heard of some things, so but I always just try to, express it into music. And back then, this era in the 90s, everybody was more into gangster. Like that was the hip thing, gangster rap, So, hey, I'm fitting in. I'm doing the gangster. So But that's where a lot of that came from, because I actually been through some things, seen some things, and along the way, and then I have that hardcore kind of expression, ladylike, but how hardcore expression.
Most deaf. Most deaf. Before we jump into the record, I want to talk a little bit about the making of the record. Let's set it up. OB Records.
Yes.
Tell me about who that was, where that was, and what was it like going into the studio? Who was involved in this process?
This was recorded. This guy, he started this record label named Oscar Barnes and called it OB Records. His actually radio station. He also had a beeper shop. Y'all know about beepers? Or y'all not old enough to know about beepers. But let me tell you something. It was this thing called beepers. And you would wear it on your side. When somebody's trying to get in contact with you, they'll beep you. So it goes off like what the doctors and stuff have now. Like, we didn't have the cell phones now. We got cell phones. We're so spoiled now, but we had beepers. So somebody beep you, you feel important. Oh, somebody beep me. So you running in the house to use one of them phones with a long cord on it to call them back. This is what we were doing, But so he had a beeper shop. And so he actually had a studio in his house, like downstairs in the basement. So he would like buy tracks from different producers around at the time, Spanish Fly. Actually a couple of his tracks I used on this album. Guy named
one of our DJs on.
Yes, one of the DJs. Yeah.
Thursday nights at WYXR 91.7 FM. Show called Fly by Night.
This guy is cool. Yeah, but we've been knowing each other for a while too. Spanish Fly and SMK.
OG.
I don't know if y'all know about him, but if y'all know about the hip hop, yeah.
Well, he did all the beats on Lil Blunt Indo G's The Antidote, which we celebrated last year.
Oh yeah.
Big homie.
Okay. Oh yeah. And he did some tracks on this one. This guy named Jose Patterson, they called him DJ Zay. I got some tracks from him, and then this guy named Derek Bogard, DJ Bo. I got some tracks from him. So it was like, I was like, get different tracks, and I hear the beat, then the idea comes to mind, like, okay, I feel it. So, I would just write like that. So he actually moved his studio from one house, he moved to another house. And unfortunately, somebody set him up, came to his house, and they shot him. And I was at work that day, and I just couldn't believe it. Like, it came on the news, Oscar Barnes. I said, no, it can't be the same one. So I was in denial. So I called, and the detective answered the phone and said, no, you can't speak to him now. So then I ended up finding out, sure enough, somebody came to his house. I think it was a girl, maybe, because he didn't deal with a lot of people. He was real cool, but he was not like a hanging out type of guy. So it had to be somebody that he knew. So, and they found him dead. I think they was gonna try to rob him, and then it just went wrong, So unfortunately, that record label that he had, he didn't have any kids, so it didn't keep it going. But he was making a lot of good connections with a lot of different people from all out of town. Actually, he had record labels that was interested in me at the time. Rap-A-Lot was trying to, give me Interscope Records, Atlanta. It was a lot of different records, but he was building his own. And had he still been alive now, you see how it has evolved. Ain't no telling where, it could be a big thing, because there's not anybody here that's actually doing it, like a record label, you know what I mean? So, but I just had to keep on going, So that was my first album that I recorded.
We still here. Let's go.
Uh-huh.
Well, y'all want to split up and let's do the record? I think the A's have the sound room first. And the B's, if you have a B, you can hang out here with us, and we'll roll through it.
one in my car right now.
Oh, you do?
Because I'm a doctor and in West
Oh,
Virginia, I
see?
use it.
Yeah.
Here I have to use my cell. There I use a beeper.
So
It's
yeah.
easier with a beeper. I can hear them.
Yeah.
That was the cheap cell phone store, but it was the beeper store then.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Those was definitely the good old days.
This seat's way more comfortable.
This is very comfortable.
We like to start at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Did he start yet?
I haven't started yet.
That's my husband.
Here we go.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Nah, let me get this straight. It's time for me to demonstrate. knees. I'm giving all the praises to thee. Make the seer blind, make the blind see. At the same time, I'm teaching these hoes not to fuck with me. See? Find a hoe, serve a hoe, show a hoe, break a hoe. Until they can't take no fucking more. Find a hoe, serve a hoe, show a hoe, break a hoe. Until they can't take no fucking more. I'm gonna spin a shit 'cause you done slipped. Now you must take a trip to the other level of that game. See, looking at you, looking at me, scoping out my pockets so easily. Now here's the fee, drop off the keys, 'cause you know there's nothing free. What would it be when you plead? Nothing else but guilty. Get discharged when you dodge. Sucker be trying to camouflage. No, you can't dodge. Over guard, I'm serving it now to the one that I lost. There's no secret when I'm speaking. Hello, goodbye. It's my greeting. Find a hoe, serve a hoe, show a hoe, break a hoe. Until they can't take no fucking more. Find a hoe, serve a hoe, show a hoe, break a hoe. Until they can't take no fucking more. Find a, serve a, show a, break a hoe. It's the whip when I grip. Suckers keep wishing that later would slip, but I won't, so suckers don't. Step to my right, you get hit with a gun, but that's okay, that is fine. When I'm reciting my female rhyme, niggas be waiting gangsta lines. I'm laughing when suckers get put in a bind. Sit back, waiting for that fool who wants to violate. Queen that game, up a nigga train. Let me demonstrate. I'm feeling great, I'm feeling fine. Just that shot of that legend wine. I feel the want, I feel the need to cheap up some of that in the weed. Once the weed is in my hand, stop some of mine, stop to spin. I hit that dope, then I choke. Motherfuckers, I never say no. Keep on cheaping, hitting that briefing. When I get full of that, it can stop cheaping. Blowing and I'm showing it. All the time I'm sitting back knowing. When I hit that, I think I blink a time or two. I'm no longer that same person that you thought you knew. Before you open your mouth or two, that's too late you spoke. I wanted you to know the way I hit my chronic dope. It's the way I hit my weed, know my fucking chronic dope. It's the way I hit my weed, know my fucking chronic dope. It's the way I hit my weed, know my fucking chronic dope. It's the way I hit my weed, know my fucking chronic dope. When I blow that motherfucking chronic dope, everybody in the room get contact and they start to choke, stop 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 to choke. Let me clear my throat so I can finish this dope shit. And if I do say so myself, well let's admit it's a hit. When I get through blowing my dope, then you know this shit is on. Paranoid, watching my back, never leaving my side of my toe. 'Cause whenever some shit get cracked, you know I'm down for it. Why you sit there running your lip, I'm taking care of mine. I'm showing that see this shit started up from that fucking dry leaf. BKA, chronic geek, that me and my homies love to cheat. It's the way I hit my weed, know my fucking chronic dope. It's the way I hit my weed, know my fucking chronic dope. It's the way I hit my weed, know my fucking chronic dope. It's the way I hit my weed, know my fucking chronic dope. It's the pistol whip when I grip. Sucks keep wish that later would slip, but I won't, so suckers don't. Step to my right and get killed with a blunt, but that's okay, that is fine. When I'm reciting my female rhymes, niggas be waiting gangsta lines. I'm laughing when suckers get put in the bind. Sitting back, waiting for that fool who wants to violate. Playing that game, up a nigga train. Let me demonstrate. I'm feeling great, I'm feeling fine. Just a shot of that brandy wine. I feel the want, I feel the need to cheap up some of that in the weed. Once the weed is in my hand, stop some of mine, stop to expand. I blink a time or two. I know, Lord, that same person that's about to know. Before you open your mouth up too, that's too late to spoke. I wanted you to know the way I hit my chronic dope. Just the way I hit my beat, know my fucking chronic dope. Just the way I hit my beat, know my fucking chronic dope. Just the way I hit my beat, know my fucking chronic dope. Just the way I hit my beat, know my fucking chronic dope. Just the way I hit my beat, know my fucking chronic dope. Just the way I hit my beat, know my fucking chronic dope. Just the way I hit my beat, know my fucking chronic dope. Just the way I hit my beat, know my fucking chronic dope. Just the way I hit my beat, know my fucking chronic dope. Just the way I hit my beat, know my fucking chronic dope. Just the way.
Spanish flat track.
Nice fly.
It's the legend Lady J coming straight to Norwood Park with Triple Tongue. Come on, Jay, and kick that.
One before that. The one that just went out here. Who did the beat?
Triple tongue, lady got it going on. 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 Triple tongue, let me do my fast song. I can do the triple tongue, yeah, I can flow. See, I never seen another rapper that can do this out with me. I can keep on flowing, please keep the beat going, so I can keep on flowing. Triple tongue, lady got it going on. 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 Coming from the Northwood Park, just flowing, showing, and just going. On the triple tongue, but don't slip. I'm flowing in the industry with the skill that I have. When I get it down, pack I lay it down in the lab. Keep on flowing fast to this fucking fresh run. Trying to keep my rap going, trying to keep my rap on time. Triple tongue, lady got it going on. 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 Triple tongue. Graduated 89 from the school Northside. Used to rap on stage, flip it over like a dime. As you can see that I didn't stop rapping. Every time I start to play, the people start clapping. Cause I rock the house when I get behind the mic. Lady J in control and rocking it right. When I start rapping, no, I don't wanna stop. When I get behind the mic, I'm sure to make the crowd rock. Rhyme after rhyme, I be rapping all the time. Searching for another rapper, thinking that they better any bigger. Can I keep up with my flow? So how you figure? Gonna keep on rapping cause I'm not gonna stop this. Pick it up and just drop this. Coming from the Northwood Park. Triple tongue, lady got it going on. 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 Triple tongue. 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 Triple tongue, triple tongue, Lady J got it going on. Triple tongue, Lady J got it going on.
Yeah. Straight like that.
Hard to believe that's been so many years ago.
We're gonna wait on the other crew to join us. Look like y'all just got off the Batman ride at Six Flags or something.
I'm telling you.
Richard, what you think, man? Yeah, from a real chef. Fuck you mean? Hey. Everybody still good? I'm gonna say, where Breeze go? Now the room full. I need the cameraman in the building. My God. So How you feeling? We just sat through. You still know every lyric.
I still remember. Yep, most of them anyway. But yeah, I do remember them though.
I'm like, we need to get you a band and we need to have you rocking. We can book some around the corner. I mean, what was the process like of distributing a record like this, or a cassette like this? And I guess I should go ahead and make the note that this is number 8, the first time we've done a record that's only been on cassette. So we've done LPs every other time we improvise. We really wanted to honor this record and have this moment in time with you. So we'll clap it up for that too. We done broke the rules. And it's probably the only one that I've never seen a physical copy of. Yeah, I can't even fathom it in my dreams. Like, you know, people don't drive in their dreams. You know, you try to punch and it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
I have never seen a copy of this. When's the last time you've seen a copy?
I actually got a few of them left in my
You
house.
shouldn't have told me that now.
Uh-oh.
Shouldn't have told me that there. Were you pressing these up yourself? You know, how did you get them out there in the world?
Actually, they was pressed up when I was with Oscar Barnes, OB Records. So he would go to, I think, like maybe Stewart or someone like that, and they would duplicate them and stuff. And actually, I would, you know, when Pop Tunes and Blockbuster and Cat Music and all of them, I would actually go in and I actually meet the manager, and I have my music, you know, displayed at the front. You know, so I will meet with them. Sometimes he will meet with them. And like Mr. Z's and just a lot of Sound Express, different type of places. So that's how the music was like out like that, you know.
And you say Mr. Z, he just retired, but you know, if you look at that window real good, you might need a magnifying, I'm not a magnifying, a binocular or something, but you could right down the street, just a couple blocks up on Cleveland.
Yep.
I mean, what did the beeper shops and the car stereo shops mean to this movement that was coming out of Memphis?
Actually, they kind of help with the movement, because a lot of people, they are going to Mr. Z's and these different sound places, and they want to get these big loud sound systems or whatever. So a lot of our Memphis music, you know, our OG music would be like there for people to pick out and to actually purchase.
And is it I was a little boy now. I remember the stereos used to crumble the sidewalk, and there was an ordinance or something that had happened where they made it to where you could get a real good ticket for cranking your stereo as loud as I remember them. But my understanding is you would go into the store and they would test the speakers on cassettes like yours. Is that right?
Yeah.
I ain't had no money back then, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, they would.
What about the club scene? Were you out performing and working that?
Yes. Even like when the Crystal Palace, the skating ring over there on 3rd, if anybody familiar with that. I hate that closed down, you know, because that was the thing that was going on. Like, people went into all this shooting, everybody shooting, stealing people's cars and all this craziness. But people were actually going out having a good time. You know, so at Crystal Palace, I would go there and perform, and a lot of other, you know, Memphis upcoming artists, you know, back then in that era, we would go there and perform. And people would just skate and we just perform. And I actually did a showcase, and my daughter that's sitting over there in the red, yeah, that's my only daughter.
Say, look one more time. Let's keep pointing now.
Yeah, that's her over there. You can't hide. She was like 8 then, and she would actually dance herself. She's an artist too. And then my son, my oldest son right here too, he was 5 years old, and I had to drag him along too. So they were performing, you know, at very early age. He got accepted to the Apollo actually back in the day. So, but yeah, right before they stopped, he was accepted. He was just 5 dancing. So they would go and they would perform. They would dance with me, and we'd just have a good time. Rob's, 380, Club No Name, all the clubs that's, you know, back in the days, we would go there and perform and stuff like that. And funny story, y'all, real story though. I remember I was performing, I think it just was Rob's on Hollywood. And they had a contest, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. So here I go, the only female. And I'm up there, yeah, I'm rocking the crowd, everybody digging it. I got first place. I don't know if I should say this. Well, I'm gonna just say this. It was another artist. He performed. He got second. He wasn't happy. He told the people club up. He was throwing chairs everywhere.
You could whisper in my ear. Who was it? Sound like him.
Well, yeah, that happened. But yeah, I was just going around and then going to Mississippi, different parts of Mississippi, performing. Arkansas. We went to what was that? Cleveland, Ohio. Just different places, and the people showed so much love. Even New Orleans and stuff like that, and just building something that I didn't know really would still exist and be so hot now, which is hip hop.
Well, you're a lyrical delivery artist.
Thank you.
A family woman, a mother.
Yes.
But you mentioned earlier that when Oscar Barnes tragically was killed, that you were at work. What kind of work did you do outside of delivering the lyrical artistry?
Actually, office management.
Really?
For a mental facility. Yeah.
Wow. And have you stayed in that industry, or have you had other careers?
Actually, I just bounce around. I cook, I cater, I design, I just do a little bit of everything.
I know you design. You put this together now. You put that together.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
And the hair.
Oh, yeah. See, there you go.
Already. Well, you mentioned that particular showcase with an artist that we shall not name, South Memphis.
I don't want to do that.
South Memphis, North Memphis got that thing going on now.
Y'all might know. I'm from North Memphis, so I don't know.
Being a pioneer as a woman with lyrical delivery, what do you remember anything notable about your male counterparts and peers and their reception at the time? Were there encouraging artists as well, and were there any other aggravated ones?
Well, like I'm gonna say this here. Like I said, I'm the first, hip hop artist, Memphis, down south or whatever. So I was like so into the hardcore because I can deliver to that any kind of music. But I used to like doing that as a way to express myself, and it like challenging or whatever you want to call it. So I would go to different producers and ask for tracks. So they just looked at me and they'd be like, "Oh, okay, let me get you this singing track." I like, "No, I want some hardcore, like you just gave that man over there." And they was like, "Ha ha, yeah." So they'll put it on and I just flow, and they be like, oh. So I got that a lot. Like, I can't believe it, So I also experienced a lot of intimidation from guys. They be like, and then some of them break down and say, I really wouldn't be saying this, but you sound really good. I'm like, oh, it took that, like it killed you to say that. I'm a person that don't mind giving people compliments. That's just the kind of person I am. I love your hair. I love your swag, how you just so comfortable, and that beautiful sweater looks so good against your skin. See, I do this.
Like, keep going. We can get everybody in here needs something now.
Yeah. Oh, and
bring it on for the class.
Right there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's me, you know what I mean? And them braids, I'm looking at you, you look like my daughter. This one right here.
Point one more time at her right now. That's her daughter right there.
But she could be mine too. But yeah, so, but they were like really like, and some of them say, I don't really, this kind of like breaking my ego or whatever it is, but you sound good, and then run off. What is that? But I experienced a lot of that, and it's another group too, but I don't know if I should say their name either. But anyhow, I'm gonna say this. I went to perform one place, and I kind of was opening up for these people. And I was like, look, I like my music loud so people can gravitate to it, not just turn it up loud so I can feel it. Because if I feel it, they going to feel it too. So they had my music up, and I said, hey, excuse me, DJ, can you, give me some volume here? I kept on trying to do, can you give me some volume? Come to find out, the people that was coming after me, paid the DJs not to turn any other artist's music up loud but theirs. I'm talking about this is some of the stuff I experienced. You know.
I ain't got to ask you who that is because I already know who that
was. Yeah, you know a lot of stuff. Yeah.
I asked the right questions.
Yeah, you do.
Speaking of men and response, you know, a lot of people lit up when they heard that your father is Joe Light. And you've mentioned that, you know, your children went on to do creative endeavors. So this is 3 generations at least. Who knows what your folk were doing back then, being then and then.
Actually, my grandmother was a piano player.
Come on now, say her name now. We gonna remember. All right, I ain't mean put you on the spot now. We are recording
Actually,
this.
it's my great grandmother.
Okay.
Yeah, she was Caucasian and Indian.
Really?
And she was a piano player.
What was your father's response? 'Cause you took some of his tapes now and wrote over them, so he knew what you were up to.
May he rest in peace. My dad, he wanted me to really sing more, you know, because like I said, this was the beginning of hip hop. So really, it was new. It was new. So he was like, I like it. He said, but I wish you would sing, you know. So now I do sing. I got songs out, you know, that I sing, but I still do my hip hop with it. So he was very supportive. My mom was very supportive too. She liked it, whatever I was doing. Hip hop, whatever this new thing is I got going on, she's feeling it. So may she rest in peace also. But yeah, so I had a lot of support, you know, from my family, my siblings, my youngest brother over there. He was very supportive. We come from a big, it was 8 of us, 4 boys and 4 girls, between my mom and dad. 2 of my brothers are twins.
4 tracks on side A, 4 tracks on side B.
Yep.
Come on now.
You better know it.
Numbers, they mean something.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Now we gonna keep on. We gonna need to go do that lottery stuff. Maybe.
Listen, if we could break bread, we could break bread.
Well, let's do it.
All right, cool.
Okay.
We're gonna put the jokes aside for a second. We're gonna have some more fun, but I would be remiss if I didn't ask, you know, in this moment and in this time, in this city and in this state, there's a very pressing debate about guns and gun violence. You mentioned the decision to go with a title like Glock in My Hand and with some of the subject matter on the record, that you were falling in with the crowd of what was happening at the time.
Yes. Yep. That was the era.
As a citizen, as a human, as a mother, as a loving, caring, lyrical delivery designer and artist, do you have any thoughts or any response to where we are in this moment politically, sociopolitically, but also, you know, having a piece like this out in the world, what it says about that period of time as it relates to what we're going through now?
Back in their days, a lot of this music that artists, well, me myself was coming up, it was basically entertainment. Like I said, it was about things that was happening, but you turn it into a way as entertainment, you know, and also expression, you know. But me, far as guns and what's going on today, it's unbelievable to where I was back then to where it is today. Far as, like I said, people carjacking and just, you know, it's make you kind of real fearful. You know, things that you used to kind of not, you know, let your guns down on stuff. But now you got to make sure, everybody, lock your doors when you at a stop, you know, point, because somebody might run up to your car and grab the door open. I mean, it's really crazy, especially right now in Memphis, you know. So, like I said, in the era I did the Glock in My Hand, everybody was like, "Ooh, that's wow, never think of a woman to come up with something like that, you know, Glock in my hand." But back then in the days, I ain't own a Glock. I didn't even know what it was. No, for real. You know, 9mm, what is that? You know, we were like, you know, I hadn't even really got in a fight in my life, really. You know, as a human being, you know, I know a lot of people may have gotten in fights in school, or I wasn't a fighter type of person. So, you know, I never really got into a fight. But back then, I would see people fight. The women, they pull a hair and all that. But that's what they were doing. But now, it's no fighting. It's just guns. Just shoot. And shooting innocent people that's in the way. It's just this kind of mentality. It's like, you know, but I can't blame it on music. Just like I can't, like I say, music is entertainment. You hear what you hear, you feel it, whatever you can get out of it, you just enjoy it. You know, like TVs, movies on TV. You look at people, they doing all this crazy stuff. Don't go out and do that.
Yeah, Clint
It's
Eastwood.
entertainment.
Yeah.
They don't Clint Eastwood with the rifle and all that stuff, you know, them guns, whatever. You know, don't go out and do it. You just entertain for the moment. And then you go on. It's just like a fantasy, a way to escape. Music has been here forever and it's going to always be here. You know, it's like, what do you take out of it? Where does it make you escape? Does it make you want to write? What does it do for you? You know what I'm saying? So I always look at this as always positive in every scenario in life. The negativity stands right here. The positivity, you have to seek for it. You seek and you will find. So that's what I do. You know, so I tell anybody, I motivate anybody. If you want to write music, write. Whatever you want to write, whatever you want to do, it's not defining who you are. It's you being an artist. You can write a book about whatever you want. It doesn't define you. Only thing it does is tell you about that person's creativity. See what I'm saying? How creative they can be.
That part.
That part.
Thank you for your honesty and your.
Yes.
I hope I'm grabbing the legend Lady J hand now. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. I want to make it to see the Grizzlies win the championship this year. On a positive note, see, you put me up on something today because, you know, I had you pegged as the legend lady of Memphis, Tennessee, the Bluff City, the beautiful land, the city with soul. But you said the whole South, so that means Mia X, Trina, Princess Loco, Magnolia Shawty, all of them, New Orleans, Miami, all of it. We had Trina that just did a Tiny Desk. I want to salute Tiny Desk alumni right there, Robbie Grant. Come on, give it up for him. Trina just did her Tiny Desk. It was a beautiful display of exactly what you're talking about. Women delivering lyrics from the South. She killed it. She rocked it. Glorilla just rocked the Grammys and put on for the city. So much has happened with women in the South and with women in Memphis performing rap and hip hop. What was it like for you to start seeing artists pop up, your Lil Chats, your Gangsta Boos, and so on and so forth, as there started to be more women coming behind you?
It was good to see, like other people jumping aboard, or breaking out from a shell, or whatever you think. People may think you're in a box or something. No, you don't supposed to do this. You don't supposed to do that. Me, myself, I'm not really living by a box. I go by what I feel. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to dye your hair purple, who gives a crap what somebody think? Express yourself. It's you. You want tattoos? Go ahead. Whatever you want, express yourself. You're not hurting anyone. You're being yourself. And as long as you're allowing yourself to be who you are, you're going to be happy. When you stop that or don't do that, you feel incomplete and you're not happy.
Did you come into contact with any of the other ladies that came up after you?
Actually, I did end up doing a show at some times when Lil Chat performed, and also Gangsta Boo. Yeah. May she rest in peace, because she's no longer with us. But.
Yeah, may she rest in peace. And I'll let that sit for a second. Rest in peace, Gangsta Boo. I'll take it a step further. You had your own label, right? Once Oscar Barnes,
yes.
The OB Records was no longer an option for you. You stepped out there on your own. So about legend, lady boss, lyrical designer, artist as well.
Yes, actually, my production company is Lady J Legends Productions.
And you put out like a compilation, was it, with other artists that you were putting out?
Yes, I always believe in networking with other people. Matter of fact, one of the network people is in the audience, King JC.
Big up.
He's one of the guys that I networked with back in the days. I was networking with a lot of different people. I also got with Lady B Records, which is and I don't know if y'all know about Kingpin, Skinny Pimp, ex-wife. You know, they had a club back in the days. Anyway, is that SMK? No, just I resubmitted an album, Too Hot to Handle, under her label.
Dope.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, y'all want to jump into this next side? Y'all cool with that? All right, we done got some game today. All right, so if you were in the room earlier, then stay out here with us. If you haven't had a chance to hear those beautiful EgglestonWorks speakers in there, then go and check out that room. We're going to get into these last 4 songs, and we're going to ride out.
Over there.
L, fuck the legend lady in this industry. E, boy, I end your life if you try to fuck with me. G, go to around my neck and my mouth too. E, enemies clear my pet because you're through. And niggas keep on trying to fuck me with some shit. D, I don't give a damn because you think you're slick. L, for the lady that is in me. A, boy, I kick your ass and
I kill a nigga with my Glock in my hand. Watch me kill this lady man with this Glock in my hand. Legend Lady J, 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 Legend Lady J. With this Glock in my hand. This is for the bitches. And for the hoes. For the motherfucking busters. For the motherfucking nigga bitch. Glock in my hand, Glock in my hand, Glock in my hand, Glock in my hand. Watch me kill this face man with this Glock in my hand.
Bitch been around before my mother's born. Bitch been around before my mother's born. Bitch been around before my mother's born.
Talking it.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Talking it.
Bitch been around before my mother's born.
Talking it.
Bitch been around before my mother's born.
I hate when a motherfucking bitch wanna lie to me. Can't you know what front? Can't you be a woman like me? See, I fuck no motherfucking winger string. When I pop up, that nine thing. Inky ticky. With this fat John of mine, rhyme after rhyme. Searching for another motherfucking weak shit, nigga, that's what you figure. For that bullshit, cause I'm about to pull the fucking trigger on your catch your cash real fast. What's your deal? It's pump to kill. I'm a clean, I'm coming clean. Fuck the bitch, oh a hoe. What you say? You ain't know about her business. Pay attention, it's really good. In the hood, the shit is on, going on and on until the early break of dawn. With the blast, knocking on these buster ass niggas from the neighborhood. Let's get this shit understood. It's just like the Kenwood should. It's really, it's all good. Punk ass nigga that I'm all about mine. With the Tech 9 by my side, waiting for the fools. It's really take the damn around. Niggas is like suicide. Step aside, cause Jay is going worldwide. Fuck's playing, I ain't playing. Buster keep on perpetrating upstairs next door. Niggas keep on wanting more. Can't get enough of the Lady J words that you heard. Cause I'm chilling with my jailbirds. Rollies on this in the streets. Suckers cannot deal with me. Yeah, I know my fucking enemies. These jealous ass from the way around. Can't stand to see the Lady J gun. When I pass, I sit there but to smile. When I make this hit, Jay will quit. We'll fool yo. Nigga be count. Cash. Yeah. Talking it. Talking it. Talking it. All right, 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 cause it's the Missy, the Missy, Missy, the Missy, Missy, it's the Missy, Missy, Missy they love to hate. Y'all know about that. All right, all right.
I'm creeping, I'm leaving bodies bleeding. I'm creeping, even when I'm sleeping. I'm creeping, I'm leaving bodies bleeding. I'm creeping, even when I'm sleeping. I'm creeping real hard on your nigga's ass. So if he try to play me, he'll be lying in the casket. This shit is so damn legit. Look out, bitch, because you don't know who you fucking with. If you cool with me, then you know this shit is straight. But if you have some manner, it'll be your life that'll take. I just can't help it. It's like a fucking habit. When I see your face, I want to grab and stab it. Bitches keep talking that shit, you better watch your fucking back or you be added to my list of the chop backs. Niggas trying to play the pimp roles with them fucking games. You be the victim of the brain laid with blood stain. Niggas ain't taking no shit, I grab my gauge and make a hit. Or take my hatchet and cut your fucking lips off and round up my salt off and blow your motherfucking ass off. I blow your fucking ass off. I blow your fucking ass off. I blow your fucking ass off. Grabbing that gauge and let the spray of the ammo go. I quickly take out the bitch nigga and the bitch hoe. When the bitch is talking that shit, my blood pressure rise. When you ask while I'm asleep, I grab my gauge and pop between your ass surprise. Now take these bullets for all your fucking lies. Oh, light your ass up and leave your ass screaming with flames. Or plug my drill up and drill a hole through your skull and brain. When I close my eyes, I have these thoughts of the devil's schemes. I don't know how or why, but it comes to me in my dreams. I'm creeping, I'm leaving bodies bleeding. I'm creeping, even when I'm sleeping. I'm creeping, I'm leaving bodies bleeding. I'm creeping, even when I'm sleeping. Enemies let you know I cut your heart out, and at the same time break your back and pull your spine out. To make it more simple, I'll send you straight to the morgue with your body tied to the back of the wagon with a cord. To be point blank, I'm just fucking dangerous. I turn the assholes to ashes and bust to dust. Lying in the freezer, what I tag on your toe. And do respect of being a dummy hoe. And yes, I'm in control, and I'm running things. So you best to be aware of the legend Lady J name. Because I'm creeping, I'm leaving bodies bleeding. I'm creeping, even when I'm sleeping. I'm creeping, I'm leaving bodies bleeding. I'm creeping, even when I'm sleeping. I'm creeping, I'm leaving bodies bleeding. Grabbing that gauge and let the spray of the ammo go. I quickly take out the bitch nigga and the bitch hoe. When the bitch is talking this shit, it makes my blood pressure rise. When your ass fall asleep, I prop my gauge between your eyes. Surprise. Now take these bullets for all your fucking lies. Or light your ass up and leave your ass filled with flames. Or plug my drill up and dig a hole through your skull and brain. When I close facts. Niggas tryna play the pimp roles with them fucking gangs. You be the victim of no brain, label blood stain. Niggas ain't taking no shit. I grab my gauge and make a hit, or take my hatchet and cut your fucking lips off and round up my sword off and blow your motherfucking ass off, ass off. I blow your fucking ass off, ass off, ass off. I blow your fucking ass off, ass off, ass off. I blow your fucking ass off. I blow your fucking ass off, ass off, ass off. I blow your fucking ass off. I'm creeping, I'm creeping, I'm creeping, I'm leaving bodies bleeding. I'm creeping, I'm creeping, even when I'm sleeping. I'm creeping, I'm creeping, I'm leaving bodies bleeding. I'm creeping, I'm creeping, even bodies bleeding. I'm creeping, I'm creeping, even when I'm sleeping. I'm creeping, I'm creeping, leaving bodies bleeding. I'm creeping, I'm creeping, even when I'm sleeping. I'm creeping, I'm creeping, I'm creeping, I'm creeping, even when I'm sleeping. I'm creeping, I'm creeping, leaving bodies bleeding. I'm creeping, even when I'm sleeping. I'm creeping.
I don't give a fuck about you. You remember that motherfucker, partner. I don't give a fuck about you. You remember that motherfucker, partner.
You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. But I don't care, cause I will blow your fucking ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. But I don't care, cause I will blow your fucking ass off. I will blow your fucking ass off. Cause I will blow your fucking ass off. Lying in the bed, trying to think of a motherfucking master plan. Master plan had to kill his buster man. He thinking he can try to play with me. He don't know that he's barking up the wrong tree. Lady J ain't going that way. Hell no. So if you try to play me, I will blow your ass off. Rapping real hard in this industry. Trying to keep my motherfucking pockets free. Up the trash, I like it full of cash. When I get it, I stash it while smoking on my grass. And nigga, you can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. But I don't care, cause I will blow your fucking ass off. Put my clothes on, about to step out the door. Gonna get up in my ride and roll that Chevy low. Bumping real hard with this gangster shit. I see the head turn up that fucking nigga bitch. Thinking that he's straight, but he's so damn weak. He has on the same ugly shoes from last week. Thinking that he's fresh, but he really don't know how to dress. Fuck that motherfucker, cause he just flunked the test. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. But I don't care, cause I will blow your fucking ass off. Rolling down the street, bumping in my heavy Chevy. This shit is bumping hard, this shit is ready. I'm cruising real slow, I'm blowing that chronic dope. I'm chiefing that weed, I'm bumping 40 hours. Niggas getting jealous, cause they cannot hang. Say hello to my Glock and goodbye to my 9 thing. I will blow your ass off, I don't really care, you see. I'm coming hard from the Memphis, Tennessee. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. But I don't care, cause I will blow your fucking ass off. Lady J ain't borrowing no shit. Lady J will kill a hoe. off, ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. But I don't care, cause I will blow your fucking ass off. I'm cruising in a Chevy thing, bumping the Spanish fly, bumping the Spanish fly, keeping the shit alive. I'm cruising down the app and bumping this dope shit, dope shit, dope shit, because you know that it's a hit. DJ Fly and say you know you got it going on, and DJ Fila, I won't leave you out my song, because y'all straight as niggas, and plus I know y'all well. I'm down with OB Click. You busters go to hell, talk your ass off. You can talk your ass off, just talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. But I don't care, cause I will blow your fucking ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. But I don't care, cause I will blow your fucking ass off. Talk your ass off, just talk your ass off, just talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. But I don't care, cause I will blow your fucking ass off. Lady J, ain't borrowing no shit. Lady J, will kill a hoe and a bitch. Lady J, is coming real clean. Lady J, is packing the 9 thing. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. But I don't care, cause I will blow your fucking ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. You can talk your ass off, ass off, ass off. But I don't care, cause I will blow your fucking ass off.
Yeah.
That track was freestyle. I was trying to think of something. Like what to say. He said, keep going.
We're going to let the other group come out and we're going to wrap it up. Y'all still enjoying? Cool. There you come.
There you go. They just got off the spaceship. Woo-woo.
I said, you got to watch Sarah. She might try to sign you to Ghana real quick.
Oh, okay. Look at that.
Nicole, how it sound?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. That's everybody. And Jim. Well, that was an experience. Glock in My Hand, 1994. You look at that picture up there, is there anything you would tell that lady with the bold spirit and the bold stripes that she didn't know back then?
What I would tell, say, well,
Right.
I actually would say I'm proud that the hip hop music survived and still growing. Something that I didn't, I thought it would maybe just be an era. I wasn't really sure, but
You still rocking?
oh yeah, I got some new stuff out now.
Tell us about what you're working on now.
Actually, I got a single that's out called Hands Out. It's on Pandora. You can look that up. I actually have an album I guess you would call it a G mix or whatever that's coming out soon. You can follow me on Instagram, ThelegendLadyj on Instagram. Facebook, you don't want to mess with it. It's too difficult. If you're my friend on there, cool, but it's, I don't know. But Instagram will be one place to kind of keep up what's going on. YouTube also. I have some new things on there. I have the Who Run It Challenge. I did that. I don't know if you guys have checked it out. Go up on the YouTube, ThelegendLadyj. You'll find me on there. you'll see another cut that I got, a single called Self Motivated. Now, when you listen to these cuts, they're like, what's going on now? So you'll be like, oh, I feel it. I dig that. You know what I'm saying? So, but just listening to this brings me back, you know, to the era, you know, and what was going on and how everything has changed so much from that time. The whatever called the skating ring thing, you know, era. So that was going on. But now, yeah, I got a lot of new stuff out. So I would like for you guys to check it out. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it. I wish we had time. You could check out a little little sample of what I got going on now. You'd be like, oh. Do we have time though?
I think we have gone over on time.
Okay, well,
so,
you guys have to just look it up. Yeah, check it out.
And you know, I don't like that, sir. I don't want no smoke. I buy you a drink over at the art bar. Is that cool? I don't mean no harm now. I just want to congratulate y'all. Give it up for the fabulous legend, Lady J. Thank you so much for being here with us and telling your story. I want to thank our sponsors, Goner, Via Productions, Crosstown Brewing Company. Thank you to, did I miss any? MEMPHO, of course, presented by MEMPHO. And I was headed there. Thank you so much. Thank you to Jim for allowing us to be with you here at the Memphis Listening Lab. Thank you so much, Logan, for helping us with pictures and an incredible setup here, incredible facility. You can come by anytime from Tuesday to Sunday, right? And ask Jim or whoever is here, Robin, hanging in the back, to grab you any of these records down. And I promise you, each record in here has a story. It may not be as magnificent as yours, but you just ask to pull something down. And if you don't know quite what you want, just start throwing out some names and start throwing out a sound and a vibe. And I'm sure that Jim or any of the other volunteers here can help you with that. Continue to support WYXR. Donate, please. We are a nonprofit organization. This programming, the program we do on air and the programming that we do off air is only made possible if you support us. So we truly, truly appreciate any dollar you can give, which brings me to a very special event. Our next event, Saturday, we'll be beginning our pledge drive. If you've never been a part of a pledge drive with us, it's like a telethon, but ain't no teller on it.
It's just a thon.
A thon. A thon. So be with us for that. We have a special head-to-head DJ competition. The people from the community are going to say, you're going to like this.
Oh, go ahead.
It's called the Get Buck Competition.
Oh, yeah.
Who going to get the buckets and who going to get the most bucks? How about that?
Oh, yeah.
So we have 4 guest DJs from our community who are going to be here. Diamond Young, Cameron Mann, Jill Lopez. I won't say Lisa Lopez. I want to say Jennifer Lopez. She says she's the original J-Lo. She's going to let you know. And Carrie Hayes. So that'll start Saturday, only after Pastor Ship does his thing on Gospel Talk back in the day. So there's going to be a fun week coming up. So listen. You don't have to be with us. You can be with us as we're right in the Crosstown Concourse, but you can listen from wherever you are. That's our last motto there. Let us know that you're listening. Say, I'm listening. Raise your hand and say, I'm listening.
I'm listening.
All right, I'm going to hold you to that. So be with us all next week. Donate at wyxr.org/donate. Appreciate you. Shake this person's hand. Let her know that she's the best. We'll see you at the next stereo session. Peace.
Thank you, everybody. I'm